Hey guys, actually last time I was talking with some friends and someone said something really weird, something that doesn't match his personality. And so I thought, how much do I know about these people? About the people that I think that I know well. So guys, is there anyone you guys can be certain of how he thinks his bad and good habits and what they like and hate and some other things?
Hello, of course, I could talk about my parents. We are a very close family and we share many things, such as trips, experiences, and stories. As time he has passed, we have grown apart a little because I have grown up and spend more time with my friends or my girlfriend, but we always maintain a good relationship because my parents and I have very similar personalities.
Okay. Well, in my case, I could say that my cousin has a similar personality with me. We both like the same thing, like the same music. We hang out with the same friends as well. And actually, well, the personality is not the same. We have similar tastes. That's the correct answer. About personalities, not the same always, but he likes more like music. Although I do like the same music, but he plays guitar, he plays the bass and all that. Also, uh, when we talk about the thing that he like and hate, it's actually kind of similar with me. So I think that's my cousin.
And that sounds interesting. And I would like to talk about my two close friends. Those names are Grecia and Isabel. I knew them about 4 years ago when I started studying at university. We used to take the same courses at the first year of studies, but after a year of pandemic, we are a bit far from each other, but we accept the change of life and we always keep in touch meeting in a cafe. So what can we say about the personalities?
I could say that personalities are very important for coexistence and the chemistry that it can exist between two or more people. For example, my dad is a very extrovert person, and my mom is even more extrovert than him. They are both very talkative and fun. My parents really like social gatherings, prefer to stay all day talking to many people compared to watching a movie in silence at the cinema. This is a little different from me since I really like going to the cinema, and I would even prefer it to going to a party.
Hey, that's interesting. Well, in my case, about my cousin, well, although we have like very similar tastes, our personalities are very different. In his case, he's like a very sentimental, explosive person. So when something that he doesn't like happens, he gets really angry, or when something he likes happens, he gets like really excited about these things. In my case, it's not the case about me. I like usually neutral and think about the action that I do before something happens. Uh, well, and about where he usually goes to concerts. I prefer to go to cinemas. So there's kind of a difference.
Well, in my case, between our personalities, I feel like my friend Gracia, who's an extrovert person, she often she's often the life of the party, likes to socialize, and doesn't allow someone to feel left out in a social meeting. In comparison with my friend Isabel, she prefers to stay at home and watching TV or reading a book. And finally, I think I'm ambivert because I really like to spending time alone, but I also like to interacting with friends and family.
Okay. Have you stopped to think about what things you like about them and what traits bother you? For example, I had that my parents always stay up late talking at any family gathering. But on the other hand, I really like when my parents tell me funny stories for hours. They always have something to tell me and tell me. I like that because they are not boring, and I am always learning something from them. I also like when my parents are the life of the party at family gatherings. It amuses me a lot.
Okay, hey, nice. Well, in my case, my cousin, he actually is like a very well. What I like about him is that he's always himself. He doesn't try to show what he isn't, but at the same time, that's what bothers me about him because you have to have different like manners and know how to be in different situations. Meanwhile, he's always himself. So, although that's a good trait, it's like some uncomfortable when there is not a situation where you can be like as you are usually.
Okay, one of the strange that my friendship have is that we support each other. For example, when I have an issue, for example, with my parents, they will call me, and also we accept if any of us wants to do something by ourselves. And also, one of us friendship weakness is that we annoy if someone resists to accept the difficulties from work or from life. And are there any something they like or hate?
Mm, in my case, my parents hate it when other people are quiet or not in a good mood. They believe that it is disrespectful to be with someone and ignore them. On the other hand, they really like it when someone takes the initiative to start a conversation. They feel that this is interest in having a good relationship with them. Now that I remember, my mom hates that when we are watching something, a movie or something series, the others are talking and making noise. On the other hand, my dad loves to talk and comment on what he is watching. Almost all the time, they are. That's why when we watch TV.
Okay. In my case, okay, Tihu sound really, really funny. One thing that he likes is to gossip and talk about a person, people that are behind their back, not in a bad way, but he likes to listen to different story, what happens to that person and that. But at the same time, he hates when it happens to him. So he doesn't like when people talk behind his back or tell what happened to him. So that's like a controversy because he likes to do it, but doesn't like when people do it to him. Yes.
Okay. And there are not many things we totally dislike, but when we see a cockroach or a rat, is it totally disgusting for us? Even if we're watching on a movie or somewhere. On the other hand, my friends and I would spend hours doing some sport activities like running or cycling. I think that's all. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye guys. Thanks.